Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Trail Mix, where the nuts might be a little stale, but the company is always fresh.
Jack Smith and the Biden Justice Department get the phone records.
Here we go, folks. Jack Smith, public testimony squares off with Jim Jordan. The objectives. Jim Jordan and his Republican side are going to be trying to show Jack Smith broke the law somehow in prosecuting Donald Trump. Jack Smith is going to try to show Donald Trump broke the law, and he would have been able to prove it in the trial if Trump hadn't been elected president and shut down
to go to the judge with the subpoena
for
a gag order
so
on
that's
the
where we stand, and here we go.
Post editorial, Jack Smith would have blown a hole in the First Amendment. With that, I yield to the gentleman from Maryland.
Well, thank you kindly, Mr. Chairman. I want to start by recognizing the presence of 4 American heroes here today, 4 of the hundreds of officers who defended us on January 6, 2021, Michael Fanone, Aquilina Gunnell, Daniel Hodges, and Harry Dunn. And I thank them for being here today. Mr. Smith, thank you for appearing before the American people. I'm glad that the committee has finally granted you the same chance to report your findings to the American people that every other special counsel investigating an American president has had. The good chairman started by saying it's all about the politics. Well, maybe for them, but for us, it's all about the rule of law and who's going to stand by the rule of law and who's going to oppose it. Now, Mr. Smith, you're one of America's great prosecutors.
Hey there, Katie.
3 decades you worked for justice under
we
both
got this going
Republicans
on in
and
the
Democrats.
background.
The Manhattan DA office.
Let's see if we'll tap
where you
into it.
prosecuted sex
Actual
crimes and
live.
domestic violence cases.
We'll get the actual live. This is Jack Smith at the House Judiciary Committee. That was Democrat ranking member there a minute ago.
And Smith agreed.
Here's the live. This is the
and
showdown
Davis,
between Jack Smith and Jim Jordan.
My recollection is that
Jim Jordan has always given me the creeps. I don't know why. He just feels like a creepy man.
That's the point. The fact that they used her in a primetime hearing, and you won't rule out using her, didn't rule out using her, putting her on
wrestling
the stand when everybody knows she wasn't telling
the university
the truth.
thought so too. Although they never accused him of abusing them, just of looking the other way.
Democrats were willing to go to get President Trump, putting on the witness stand someone everybody knows is making it up. Everybody knows that. And you were willing to do it. By the way, you know how many times Kate Hudson was mentioned?
I mean, this is the Republicans. This is going to be,
idea, Mr. Smith?
This is a big performance show for Donald Trump. They're all going to be vying to please him. And
of course.
And how they attack. That's kind of what this is all about. They're under the gun to impress Trump with how tough they are.
Everybody can see that.
He didn't have to get President Trump. He was asked to investigate. That's
as soon as
all.
Back here 10 minutes after, Mr. Smith, you guys can go back to the room that you were in.
Yeah, now they go into a break. We'll keep this on in the background. But there's things happening in Minneapolis. Minneapolis is still happening.
There's a temporary. There's a temporary stay on the judge's ruling on tear gas and all that stuff. So that's why there was a barrage of it yesterday.
Oh, there was?
Mm-hmm.
And
After Greg Bovino went to a speedway and was denied service. Because we can do that legally. So, several of the speedways in the Minneapolis area are owned by their franchises, so people own them. And this particular one, the owner said, "I don't want ICE. I don't want ICE as patrons." So the cashier went out and said, "I'm sorry, we can refuse service," and the owner has decided to refuse service. And Greg Bovino and his crew got mad, and next thing you know, they're throwing smoke bombs out at protesters.
There was a small business owner on Jake Tapper yesterday saying that when he went public, when he did an interview on local news or something, I forget what kind of business he had, but it was a pizza place. That's what it was. And and he hires a lot of I mean, he said legal immigrants,
Yes.
but anyway, when he went on TV or on an interview, and he said the next day I showed up wanting to see all his employment records, and he said he knows of other, that's one way they're keeping people quiet is if you do an interview or go public, then all of a sudden, and you're a business owner, all of a sudden they show up and want to go. And of course, like anybody, they can probably find some discrepancy, some minor violation or something. If they show up at a business and have the incentive to mess with them. And apparently they didn't find anything in this guy's case, but he was saying that's a chilling effect, to say the least. And Ed Z's in the house.
People have
we can
done
deny
that
service legally, yet try to refuse service to a group of, let's say, Muslim, and see what happens. Hypocrisy at its finest. Now, what is your point, Ed? I mean, what is your point?
Well, the thing is, one thing is a race thing, or a religious persecution thing, and the other is actually ICE, which is not religious; it's political. So you're kind of looking at two things. You're comparing apples to oranges in this situation, basically.
Now that thing, so the story you were talking about where somebody refused service that apparently Ed's responding to here, what were they, who's were they
Greg Bovino, who's head of Homeland Security, who literally is part of this problem of taking legal and illegal people in the U.S. and citizens, lots of citizens. I just saw another video.
Now he was refused service by a restaurant. Is that what you're?
It was a gas station. They were going in to get snacks, and they refused them service
because they're ICE.
Yeah. And they were walking through with guns, and they don't allow guns in their premises either.
So the guns would be a good reason to deny service to someone.
So they denied service.
I mean, Ed's making the point that if they'd refuse service based upon a religion or racial discrimination, the law does have consequences for refusing service for that. Mm-hmm. So I guess you're right, Ed. They can be messed with if they refuse service to a group of Muslims because they're Muslim. Mm-hmm. But if somebody that's not a protected group under the law in that circumstance shows up with a weapon, even if of course that's the thing. These ICE agents aren't identified. You say, well, the police have the right to carry weapons. All they have on their person are these big signs that just say police, right? That's what I keep seeing.
Yeah, but some of them do have guns. I know Bovino has one.
Yeah.
Which I don't think they should have guns at all. Especially right now. Because I feel that if a situation escalated and after they've done tear gas and all that kind of stuff, they could shoot somebody and somebody not know who the shooter is because of all the smoke. It's getting ridiculous. And didn't another person die by ICE out in California now?
I don't know. I can't keep up. There's so many stories swirling. I hadn't seen the one I was kind of focused on this morning. I was going to go find the taking the children. What is this good? Do you know? I hadn't seen this. I vetted it. Apparently, it's legit. It's a local Minnesota called Bring Me the News, and apparently, it's an outfit that's encouraging all kinds of localities around the country to set up. As local news disappears around the country, this is a site.
The independent news people are honestly great.
They're cropping up all over around the country, and some have a political point of view, and
some of them don't.
like that status quo, and some really try to be legitimate, independent news. This site's trying to make me. Oh, here, I can get rid of that. Okay, this is the site that. Yeah, this is the site that reported this story on ICE detains. And I read through the story. It's really quite amazing. I mean, is this on the screen now? Can you see this? Four children who attended Columbia Heights. Is Columbia Heights a suburb of Minneapolis?
Yes.
They arrested kids, 4 children, a 5-year-old and a 10-year-old, and then took them to detention centers in Texas.
Yep.
And then this superintendent, Zana Stenbeck of the Valley View Elementary School, said that they had students. I mean, there's a picture of them arresting a child.
That's Liam Ramos. That's the little boy I was talking about yesterday.
That's the one that we talk about in the video. Yeah, I made a short of that video. It got some attention. Oh, let's see. What do we got? Don, you tell us. I put in here, commenters, if you don't mind. I like knowing where you are, where you're from, what country. You can keep it general. We're not going to look up your zip codes or anything. We're
not going to dox you.
Just tell us where you are. I'd like to know where you are. Ed, where are you? Because yesterday we had some people from Germany and Denmark, and because we're at a good time in Europe at this 11 a.m. hour. It's late after, early evening there. One reason I picked 11 a.m. is because it's early evening out in Europe, and then it's kind of late morning or early morning. I guess more early morning out on the West Coast, so everybody's awake at 11 a.m. It's the sweet spot. I did some research on it. At 11 a.m. is when the most human beings on the planet are awake. Anyway, Don Drew, what do you say? We should deny service to anyone who is illegal. Well, but then, if I own a business, I don't want to be, having to look at people's
IDs to determine
to check their ideas. Plus, I want their business. I mean, that's a dumb idea, Don Drew.
And
think that one through. I mean, think that one through.
I'll say this on my Facebook. I get a mix of both sides. And many MAGA people are very upset that now they have to show that they are a legal citizen.
Oh.
They're like, we shouldn't have to carry our license. I'm like, I carry my license with me everywhere I go. Like, if I leave the house, it's with me. Like, so, I mean, and the thing is, if you're born in the United, I'm not going to carry my birth certificate with me. Like, So I get where they're saying it. I don't really want to do it either, but I mean, to be fair, I am like whiter than white. I'm almost translucent. So, I mean,
so
my husband jokes that
of schools, people are saying this story is a lie, but I mean, the superintendent of schools
it's real.
Is telling this story. I mean, that 4 of her students were detained by ICE. 2 were taken by ICE agents. A 17-year-old, a minor, was taken by armed and masked agents. No parents present. Student was removed and taken away. Now, people, let's think this through. Is this really the country we want here?
No.
I mean, I know a lot of you are wanting to round up the illegal immigrants, and nobody wants criminals in the country that are
right.
And we want to find them and get them out. Obama did a good job of that, by the way. In fact, he deported more people than Trump did. But nobody's saying we shouldn't deal with the problem, but this isn't the way to go about it, arresting 4 and 5-year-olds and taking them away with no parents even knowing where they are. Come on. What is and so what is this business of so why are they arresting children? I mean, let's get into that. Because some of the speculation is, in fact, this superintendent somewhere else in this article makes the point that they're taking these kids as hostages, basically, to make the rest of the community tell them where the illegals are. They're using the kids as hostages, apparently. I mean, and maybe that's effective. I had a friend tell me today, and I yelled at him, told me not to call me. I told him not to call me anymore. I mean, he saw where I'd written about this, and I called it evil, arresting these kids. And he called it. He says, "I got another E word for you." He says, "It's effective." And I said, "Well, you should be ashamed of yourself if you're defending this."
They should not be using
and so
children
I just hung
as
up,
leverage.
and I hung up on him and told him not to call me anymore. That's the second person I've thrown out of my life in the last couple of weeks.
You know what? And the thing is, you have to have those healthy boundaries where you have to cut people out if it's too toxic. I'm sorry, but anybody who sees using children in this manner is, I can't believe. But also, these are the people that are pro-life. So why, if you're so worried about the kids, why aren't you worried about other kids? And, why aren't you worried about these kids? Because they're different color than you? Because they're from their families are from a different country? These people are seeking asylum. They have their application in. They're legally going through the right channels. They have an immigration lawyer. They have a regular lawyer. They are going through the proper way to get citizenship. And people are applauding that this little boy, this little kid who doesn't know what's going on, they're applauding him being taken with his dad.
Yeah.
And being sent to Texas away from his mother. And, this poor kid is going to be traumatized, along with the other kids that are in ICE custody being traumatized. I'm going to bring up biology for a second. Biologists have actually said that your brain is not fully developed until you are 27 years old. Okay. And I truly believe that. And trauma is a process that many people don't know how to process unless you go to therapy or you do some health books or whatever. And kids don't know how to process it. I mean, I deal with it every day with my child, trying to figure out how to process emotions. He doesn't know how to process things. And a 5-year-old, 4-year-old wouldn't even know how to process that.
Yeah, I mean, I had to do this. I pulled this up and mashed these two pictures together.
Yeah.
Because it's real. I mean, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. The comparisons. There's kids being rounded up in Nazi Germany, and there's one yesterday rounded up in Minneapolis. I mean, think about it. Think about it.
Yep. And that's why people aren't letting their kids go to school. That's why people are doing distance learning and such. And I mean, that's the reason why a lot of, teachers went into in-service the other day to, work on the plans for doing distance learning because of this. And I'm a true believer that if a process is displacing people from doing things in their daily lives, like their daily processes of going to work, taking their kids to school, picking their kids up from school, going to the grocery store even, it's hindering people from living their daily lives. And that should not be happening. And like I was talking to my mom about it last night, is that like we never heard about ICE when Bush and Obama had it. Never even heard about it.
And
hear a blip here and there, and that was it.
Especially Obama. I mean, ICE was very active in those days, but they did their job professionally, quietly, effectively. I mean, I say effectively because Obama was twice as effective. Obama's ICE was twice as effective at actually getting the people deported who they detained. Exactly. Because they weren't sloppy about it. And, that's what's happened. That's my issue with what's going on now is it's, their practices are evil. They're disrupting communities, and they're not, but the bottom line is they're not actually deporting any more people than you can under a sane system.
Right.
All right. Now I'm Doraku. You're an anti-American propaganda.
No.
I'm sorry, my friend, but we're the Americans. We're the ones defending what America stands for, which is liberty and freedom of speech. That's what America is. That's why we are the Americans, my friend. but you have a right, like I say. Okay, yeah, I'm wearing a
Everyone has
cowboy
the
hat.
right. Everybody has a right to their own opinions, you know. But
That's why I put your opinion on right here. Go to your right wing propagandists and see if they're doing that. If they're putting anybody that disagrees with them on their screens. I don't see
they
that.
don't usually.
Anyway, Blue in Dallas is here. Where we go get her?
Yeah.
Hey,
Craig, how are you?
hey there.
Hey, Blue.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
kind of.
I saw a little Bavino with his
I gotta
with
give Blue a
chemical
gong.
weapons. So, is it using a government using chemical weapons against civilians? Isn't that like against the Geneva Convention?
Not against civilians during war crime. If you do it internationally, it's a war crime.
Oh,
But
So
not
here it's okay
domestically.
to poison us. Yeah, that's fine.
well, that's stupid. Okay.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about that angle. Oh my goodness.
Well, that's stupid. It should be a war crime if your government is attacking you like
Yeah.
that.
People have brought it up, and Keith Ellison said, unfortunately, the wording in the Geneva Convention concerning this actually says they can do it. And he said it's unfortunate, but they can.
Okay. What about can we just hope for a good wind so that it blows back in their faces?
A lot of people are suggesting that protesters get leaf blowers.
Fans. Oh, I was going to say leaf blowers or even those little fans for hot flashes. I don't know.
Yeah. Nope. Leaf blowers.
Well, I wanted, when I lived, my parents lived in the neighborhood in Orlando and we don't have the problem here in DC where I live now, but anyway, I wanted to ban leaf blowers. Those things are obnoxious. I mean,
I did too, but now they make electric ones apparently that are quieter, and that would probably be a lot easier to take to a demonstration than a big loud one. But
now, Doraku, I'm going to acknowledge to you. I will acknowledge to you that I do think Joe Biden loosened up on immigration too much. I don't know about your 20 million figure. I've seen 11, but I think that's high. But anyhow, your point is taken. I agree. I think Biden created a lot of this problem. You know, he gave Trump the opening to go crazy with this issue. But I then go back to what I think is the model to this day of this, how to handle this issue, which is Obama. Obama deported at his peak in 2012. Obama deported a little over 400,000 people, and he got a lot of crap from the left for it. He was called deporter in chief. To this in 2025, despite all this craziness, Trump has deported a little over 340,000 people. So Obama actually managed to deport more people without all this madness. And that's the point. But anyway, you're right. I think Biden was wrong.
I'm gonna fact check him for a second.
Well, I don't think the 20 million. He is right though.
That immigrants did come in.
But here's the thing. So immigrants came in. They're not able to get services, so they're not taking anything away from you. They're doing jobs that nobody else wants to do for very little money. They have an international, or what do they call it, ITIN number. So their employer is taking out taxes, which is going into Social Security, which it's going into the government. They're not getting anything back. When we take these people out of the system, we're actually going to have less in tax dollars to take care of stuff from people that we're getting no benefit out of it. It's the stupidest damn thing. Stupid.
Now, a couple of weeks ago, I got into this with some of the commenters, and we pulled up our Gemini AI, and we went through the numbers, and there is a net gain in the taxes we collect from immigrants and the services we pay out. It is a net gain to the American taxpayer. We actually make more money on immigrants than we spend on immigrants.
So
and people don't want to believe that, but I tell you, go look it up. It is a fact.
And I just can't understand their whiny asses, except that they are racist and that they are resentful. They think somebody else is getting something that they're not, and that's not true. So, you're not doing the jobs that roofing, which is, my God, roofing in the summertime
terrible.
and out in bending over picking fruit and stuff. And now it's going to be rotting in the fields again. We are going to have,
low crops. We had low crops
food
this year
shortages.
because
Be prepared for the food shortages. So yeah, I
Hi,
just think,
Jamie.
Hello.
Hey, Jamie.
Oh, good. I think I've set it up for people to automatically pop in when they show up, so they don't have to wait for me to put them on. And that just now worked. So anyway, Jamie, our gal Kate got a nomination for Oscars this morning. I watched the Oscars nomination.
Yay, I wrote you a response on that on the site.
Yeah. Kate Hudson, Jamie turned me on to that movie, Song Sung Blue.
Yeah.
I went to see it, and it is a wonderful movie, but Hollywood kind of snubbed it. But Kate Hudson did get the nomination today for Oscar.
Yeah, I put in the explanation for that as to why Oscars so often snub certain performers.
In this case, I really think it was a cultural thing. I think Hollywood's too hip for Neil Diamond now.
I think so too, to be honest.
Hip. I think there's something kind of ephemeral like that going on, I think.
Well, it's also because she is known for very lightweight roles, rom-coms and
and she likes to do those.
Yeah, they like to have people who are known for their serious acting. Yeah,
she definitely got her mom's comedic flair for doing the rom-coms and stuff like that. And
right. Yeah. So
you can see flashes of her mom too in that.
Oh yes.
But she didn't. I mean, she didn't do any. She had some funny moments in the movie, anyway. Sturdy's here.
It definitely centered on her acting ability this time around, much in the same way that her first nom for Almost Famous did. So she definitely deserved that nomination.
Hello, Stir.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Good. I've never heard your voice before.
Oh.
He's got a great voice if I can get him
to use it.
He does.
So I see everyone is watching Jim Jordan being his usual asshat. So
he definitely did not take his medication today.
You know what's funny is like they're going after the Clintons now. They're going to subpoena them for like not showing up. But doesn't Jim Jordan doesn't he still have something against him where he never showed up?
Yeah.
Yeah. The January 6th committee.
Yeah.
The January 6th committee.
So
he refused to appear. Yeah.
Yeah. So
But the beauty of the Clintons being subpoenaed or being in contempt, it forces the Epstein files to be released because they can't testify to any evidence that's not there.
And it keeps the story alive. That's why a majority of the Democrats yesterday on the committee voted for the Clinton subpoena. I mean,
and they didn't. Did they not think of that?
It's a checkmate. It's a checkmate.
See, they thought they were going to put the Democrats in a bind by putting that up to a vote, subpoenaing. I mean the contempt charges against the Clintons, but the Democrats called their bluff and turned around and voted for it and said, that's because we're for transparency. Show us your transparency. We'll show you our president. You show us yours.
The whole reasons the Clintons didn't show up in the first place is because they wanted it to be a public hearing. They requested a public hearing and the Republicans denied it. And so that's why they didn't show up.
Well,
so will it be public now?
Sort of
I mean,
they have to have it public now.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Okay.
So they're forcing the release of the Epstein files by doing that. But I have a feeling Pam Bondi will do, we can't do that. And then they'll have to drop it anyway.
I would love to Bill Clinton testify to something.
Well,
what's that?
I would love to see Bill Clinton testifying at something. Anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
I think he'd handle it quite well. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I think that'd be funny.
Yeah, he's already made a public statement of his total innocence. Go ahead, folks, bring it on.
Well, and that's the thing is you can tell who's lying about stuff and who's hiding things because they're the ones that are like, oh, they're there. Oh, maybe no, never mind. They're not. Never mind.
So I live in a house with a MAGA.
Oh God.
And there was a picture. There was a picture on. He's like, did you see that picture of Clinton and Epstein? And it looks like they're in matching silk pajamas. And I'm like, what? And then NBC. I think we were watching NBC last night. That was one of the pictures they popped up. Was a picture, and they're not matching at all, but it does look like they're silky looking things, and it's with pattern on it. And it was like, oh my God, this is what they pick up on. It's like the craziest shit. It's just.
I mean, it's like crack coke. I mean, the Clintons are like crack cocaine for these people. They just can't. They got to go get a hit or two, and then they'll move on.
Well, but
I got old belly. Here's old belly, sir. I got lead belly. I was playing this yesterday. Sturb turned us on to lead belly the other day. This is Goodnight Irene. I was playing this yesterday for NATO. Goodbye, NATO.
You see the link I put up for the Weavers where they mentioned that they learned the song from Lead Belly?
Oh, they did say that. Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, wow. And it's so funny because that song, I guess because the name Irene is in it, I always I don't know that I've ever really heard it before. I always thought it was like an Irish jig or something.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, this is a series. The Library of Congress did a cool thing years ago. They went out and recorded some of these old blues artists, and they did like others too. Appalachian. They focus a lot on Appalachian and blues, and so they got a lot of bluegrass. And anyway, a lot of the old musicians that are never really recorded a whole lot or weren't super famous. So some of the only existing recordings of some of these people are thanks to that Library of Congress project.
There's a movie about that too, going out and getting all those songs in Appalachia. If I can remember the title of it, I'll put it up for you.
What's that?
Was that Lomax? Wasn't he one?
Lomax?
Went around. I can't remember his name.
Lowlands?
No, it was. I'll look it up. I'll Google it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're talking about here. It says here in the notes for this piece I'm running here, a folklorist, John Lomax, and his son, Alan Lomax, with funding from the Library of Congress, recorded. His name was Huddy William Ledbetter, commonly known as Leadbelly or Leadbelly. Oh, they're doing the different spelling. They first met him while he was imprisoned. They were deeply impressed by his vibrant tenor voice and huge repertoire. They recorded him on a portable aluminum disc recording equipment for the Library of Congress.
Just found it. The name of the movie is Songcatcher.
Oh.
Songcatcher.
Uh-huh.
Songcatcher. Huh. Now I see a 2000 movie here called Songcatcher.
That's it.
Oh.
Well, if he'd have had a cassette player.
See if they had a. No, they don't have a trailer for that. It'd be interesting. Yeah. Anyway. Y'all are welcome to talk amongst yourselves while I wander off.
I'm looking up one of the nominated. I think it was probably for international, or maybe it was a short. It's called Mr. Nobody Against Putin.
Oh,
it looks good.
Oh, here's Roseanne Cash doing something. Well, I'll do this offline.
Mr. Nobody Against Putin. Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, the music in it is wonderful, which is what brought it all to mind.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Apparently, these aren't. They just list the songs here. I thought I could actually play one here, but when you click it, nothing comes up.
Let me see if it's on.
Here's the. Here's the actual video.
Soundtrack
Here we
album.
go. Here we go. Oh, I love this song. This is a good for our motto on 11 to noon. Our show here is wonder as we wander as we wander. So this could also be a song.
Let's see, we've done politics, music, and movies.
Yeah.
We lost Stern.
Did we lose Stern again?
Yeah.
Oh, did we lose Blue? Oh, no, Blue's here. No, Stern's here. Oh,
there you are.
I keep losing you, Stern. I don't know what. I don't know. Oh, that's a great song. I always like this song.
I'm going home, no more too long. I am just
Maria McKee.
Yeah.
I don't believe I know her. I do now. I like her.
I am just going over home.
So that's from that movie apparently. Yeah, this is from Songcatcher, the movie that Jamie was talking about. Oh, okay. Now let's see what. Look here, they've gone back into. They're taking a lot of breaks on this hearing.
Nadler is talking now, or at least he was just a second ago.
Yeah, now they've gone into another break. They're taking a lot of breaks.
Apparently, there's a lot of things up for them to vote on, so they've got a break to go vote.
Yeah.
Well, they're just juggling Smith. Keep him.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a chance for the Republicans to try to score points with Trump. My God, I swear, this. That whole business yesterday. I knew he was going to cave on Greenland, but I didn't think he'd do it that quick. I mean,
well, he did it that quick because of the stock market. So not only
I think so, yeah.
And not only did Denmark dump some of their U.S. treasuries, so did Sweden followed suit and did the same thing. And so the markets were all getting all squirrely, and so that's the only thing that yanks his chain. That and Putin probably.
Yeah. I mean, that's the lesson out of this, because it happened with the tariffs once before, particularly when he was going to. It seems to be, especially when he starts threatening tariffs on Europe, is when Wall Street reacts.
Well,
because it was the European tariffs the first time that when he backed down to Wall Street numbers, and it's happened again. So there is a lesson there that Wall Street can change him.
The problem is, it's like we don't only have him to deal with. It's everybody that's backing him, everybody in his cabinet. It's Peter Thiel and the tech bros who are driving all this and funding it. And it is the Heritage Foundation. And then you've got all of the little foot soldier Nazis, like in Minneapolis. It's like, I don't know. Can the good people can we just go someplace else? And
I'm trying to get adopted by Canada. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
Let's see. Crazy Jam. TDS is a mental illness. You're right. I agree with you, Crazy. Trump is deranged.
Yeah.
In fact, what my definition for TDS is Trump deranged syndrome.
They should investigate Jordan. I agree with that 100% because he is a creepazoid.
And
yeah. Well, I mean,
when I get hit with TDS, I always like to put this up. There's derangement syndrome, folks. The guy on the right is the one who's deranged.
Exactly. They are. They are. It's a cult. It's a cult. It's a mental illness at this point.
But we're glad you're here, Crazy Jam. Tell us where you are and come back often. We'll put you on the screen, whatever you got to say, unless it's illegal.
Yeah.
Now, Ariane Blitzkrieg. I think we've seen you before. They should investigate Jordan and his hiding sexual. Now, I know all the details in the background of that story if y'all want to hear it. But
yes.
Spill it.
I'll give you the version in the long. I mean, I'm only know what's reported because I've watched the documentary and everything else. And those students, those wrestlers, they made the accusations against that doctor who would bring them in for physicals, and they went into some detail about what he did. I mean, but their point was that they would Jordan was the assistant coach, and they went to him and other coaches and even a guy. There was a woman who was a guidance counselor at the college who really tried to do something about it. They went to her. But their argument, their point about Jim Jordan is that he never did anything, that he was aware of it. He, of course, denies that. But one of them told an interesting story that in the last few years, when they came back and did press conferences, and some of them have filed suit against the university, and I think that's still in the works. But he called one on the phone, and he says the guy said that Jim Jordan was actually crying, begging him to say in public that he, Jim Jordan, knew nothing about that, and there are many other trails. That was the medium version. I could do a longer version.
Well,
but anyway,
the one thing I heard
story
was that as an assistant coach, he would shower with the students, and I thought that was really weird. That Jim Jordan, like a coach showering with students, that is just weird.
He's a creep.
Yeah.
That's why we call him GYM Jordan.
Yep.
Now, Arian, where are you? I like hearing where y'all are from. I'm not trying to invade your privacy or anything, but I'd like seeing where the commenters are from, because we had some yesterday from all over Europe. We had Germany and Denmark.
Yeah, just don't post us on X. We get invaded.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did not do that today. I did yesterday and a couple days ago, and I mainly as an experiment to see what happens, and that is what drives them. X.
Yeah, my blog today is pure and absolute fun.
I'll have to go read that.
Because you have you mean in your comments or
no, on her blog, on Blogspot.
On my blog. Just
okay.
Introducing everybody to Hamish.
It's Jamie's dash. I need to write. I keep meaning to do this.
Jamie hyphen.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it up. Because I like Jamie's place for stuff. But here's the actual address, URL, Jamie's place .blog, and meeting that's a lot of hair on a cow. I don't know if I've ever seen a cow that hairy.
They're Highland cattle, and they are definitely unusual.
They're beautiful.
And so this is in Scotland?
Yes.
Is that what they call it? Is Hamish what they call it? You got to educate me here. Hamish is what? Is that?
That's his name.
Oh, that's not a type of cow.
Mm-hmm.
That's
no.
Yes,
it's
it is.
Hamish.
They're Highland cattle.
But Hamish is his name.
I watch a lady called Katie Van Slyke that has a whole hobby farm. They have dairy, they have cows, they've got all the things.
Oh, I think I've seen her.
Yeah, and she has several mini cows, and they're all named P names. So she's got like Poppy and Pumpkin and Petunia and all that stuff, and they're all so cute, and they're all different shades. They're so adorable.
There's what Colorado Bob.
Now this poem is this.
drew.
Where did you get this poem, Jamie?
I just found it out there looking for anything about Highland cattle. And
But the little-
it's written in dialect. I
Hair
thought it was
disheveled
fun.
Highland Cow, Hamish McKay, be my name. Welcome.
But the
to
little
the-
animated thing is something that Colorado Bob drew for her.
That is Colorado Bob's, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, Colorado Bob. You know, I still got his hat. I wear it every now and then. I wear it to confuse MAGA people. They think I'm wearing a MAGA hat.
Tornado Gallery.
And I said, no, that's the
Tornado
tornado art gallery in Lubbock, Texas, which I'm sorry to report. I checked recently. It's gone. It's not there anymore.
Yeah, and so is his garden.
Yeah.
Is it? But I'll bet the stuff that didn't he put some stuff at Buddy Holly's grave?
Yeah, guitar picks.
That's what it was. Yeah.
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 This
Yeah, I think
last
Colorado
so.
Bob. He was one of the original trail mixers.
This
we
last
had a-
summer, I just went to Cedar Rapids and went to the crash site.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is
I
that
have
right?
pictures. Mm-hmm. I
Do
have
they have-
pictures.
I mean, is there like a memorial there?
They do. They have a giant pair of Buddy Holly's glasses.
Oh.
And people leave keychains and flowers and all that stuff. And there's actually a path. So this memorial is by the road, and it's a dirt road, gravel road. And I'll have to upload the pictures when I get the chance. But so that's there, and then there's a path that goes out into the cornfield
Love that
where the
cartoon.
divot from the plane hit.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
That's rebellious. Rebellious Renee just put up one of her
Oh,
memes just now.
I
on,
see.
Trail Mix.
Fair.
I think you dropped this.
I
holding
saw
a
one
sign.
yesterday, and there was a guy just sitting in an armchair, and it's like now that I've been elected to Congress, I have no idea what to do with myself, and he's just sitting there, and he's just sitting in an armchair doing nothing. So, God.
Yeah, actually, I'm trying to learn to remember to actually sort of describe things because you know what we are today. We are officially a podcast.
Yay.
Oh, we are.
Yeah, here we are. We're on YouTube is now put us here on as a podcast. My other podcast is Echoes of America, the history pieces I'm doing for the 250th birthday. But 11 to noon is now officially in the YouTube Music Library
How about
as a
that?
podcast. And,
Awesome.
and so now people can listen to us. So that's why I try to describe what I'm putting on the screen, if I remember.
Woohoo.
I think Congress has now found a way to retire while getting paid.
Yeah. Well,
Probably.
Marjorie Taylor Greene did. And she
Mhm.
waited like 2 extra days, so she made sure she got her pension. And she's
Living her best life now.
yeah.
But I'm actually getting a phone call, so I'm going to leave you guys. But I hope
right,
you
bye,
all
Katie.
have a great rest
All
of your
right, thanks for all the
day.
updates. Now, JD
Yeah.
Vance is in your neighborhood today, so
Yeah.
take care. As Sherlock Holmes used to say, when they would go out and he wanted Watson to bring a weapon, he would say, "Take precautions."
Oh yes. No. I
They're
believe in.
testifying again.
Oh, I'll
Oh,
go
are they
back.
back?
I'll get back into that. But yeah. No, I have a phone call coming in,
Okay.
so I'll talk to you all later.
All right,
Okay.
well,
Bye.
Bye.
We allow people to. Oh, here now he's actually talking. Let's listen to him.
And that is exactly what we did in this case, as set forth in my final report.
Does partisan politics play a role in your decision whether or not to prosecute someone?
None.
To be clear, did partisan politics play a role in your decision to charge Donald Trump?
Did not.
What does it do to the justice system if political leaders place pressure on prosecutors to file charges against their political enemies? What are the implications if prosecution decisions are based on politics, not the law?
I think it weakens the rule of law in our country because it weakens the mechanism for us to prosecute, among other things, corruption. When there is political prosecutions targeting people because they're enemies of the president, the department loses credibility and it can't do its job in all sorts of cases.
According to your deposition before this committee, it sounds like your problem was not determining if you had enough evidence to charge Donald Trump, but rather that you might have had too much evidence and struggled to determine how to present a clear narrative to a jury. How would you characterize the evidence against Mr. Trump about inciting an insurrection against the laws of this country? Did you have too much?
Well, with respect to presenting the case that we charged, one of the central challenges was trying to present that in a concise way because we did have so many witnesses. Some of the most powerful witnesses were witnesses who, in fact, were fellow Republicans who had voted for Donald Trump, who had campaigned for him, and who wanted him in the election. These included state officials, people who worked on his campaign, and advisors. I will say, however, with respect to the charge of insurrection, we did not charge that. As I set forth in my report, while I believe that there is, courts have found that that was an insurrection and that there's a reasonable interpretation, a reasonable prosecutor could interpret the evidence to support that charge. I chose not to do that, looking at the facts in the law. I thought the charges we brought were appropriate, given the evidence that we had.
Thank you, Mr. Smith, for your decades-long public service and for working tirelessly to uphold the rule of law. Those who attack and smear you and your team in order to protect Donald Trump should be ashamed of themselves. I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. Gentleman from California is recognized.
Mr. Smith, you see criminals.
You know, one of the things about this that I think is interesting is that's relevant is there, you know, one of his cases was trying to overthrow the election, and it's relevant because they're trying to do it again. I mean, you know, they're with the midterms. I mean, a lot of the tactics like fake electors and so on that Smith was going to get into if it went to trial, they're trying to do again. So, I mean, that makes this testimony very relevant to the upcoming midterms because a lot of the tactics that he was prosecuting, they're doing again.
Yeah, this whole thing about trying to set up the gerrymandering.
Yeah,
that's true. Congressional people as well. With that goal in mind.
Do you know what Saturday is? Saturday is the 1 month anniversary of 11 to noon, our what is now a podcast. So I prepared a little thing to get ready for it here, to observe the occasion. And I'm calling it the path to the Golden Globes because, you know, podcast is now a category in the Golden Globes.
Oh, yeah.
So we can, I want to be nominated for the Golden Globes. It's time.
Something to shoot for, huh?
Well, I don't know if they're going to lay a hand on Jack Smith, but everybody will get some bragging rights today. I'm sure everybody will say they were victorious at both sides.
Is he still going?
See, I think he's about. Oh, now I only listen when Democrats question him. Yeah, put him back up. This is that guy that's
Did you
Would
see
it be
Colbert's
any of your
description of the
business
way
other than you
Jack
believe
Smith-
that there was a conspiracy without
No.
conspiracy as a basic premise? You,
Oh, that's
like
Daryl
the
Isis still
president's
talking.
men
I thought.
for Richard Nixon.
Anyway, what did
went
Colbert
after
say?
your political
Oh,
enemies.
was
Maybe not your political
I
enemies,
think
but they
last week
sure as hell were
sometime
Joe
when he
Biden's
was
political enemies,
did a
weren't
joke
they?
about
They were
Jack Smith
Harris's political
trying to
enemies. They were
seduce
the
a woman.
enemies of the president,
and
and you were
It
their
was
arm, weren't
hilarious.
I can imagine
No.
that was.
Right.
I can see where that would be
You
funny.
spied
You know,
on
with that
the
very
Speaker of
dry,
the House and these other
straightforward
senators
manner
or
that
something,
he
and
speaks
informed
in,
no one,
and
and in
about
fact put in a
giving
gag
her
order so
gifts
they couldn't
before they
discover
went
it.
to
If they
Pound
were
Town.
not victims of a conspiracy investigation, why did Congress,
Goodness.
Well, you
a
know,
separate branch,
that was.
you,
I
under
was
the
almost on
Constitution,
that. I
have
could
to
have been
respect?
on that
Why
jury.
is it that no one
I
has
was
been
in the jury
informed,
pool for that
including
case,
the
that Jack Smith's
judges?
case.
As you went
I was
in
in the jury
to spy on
pool.
these people, did you mention
We never
that you
got
were
to the point
spying
of
on
the
seeking
actual picked
records so
jurors.
you could
Did
find out
Daryl?
about
Now
phone
I haven't seen him in
conversations
a
that
while.
were
Did Daryl
between the
Issa
US
change his
Speaker of the
haircut?
House and
Because
the
that
president?
looks like a
Did you
Nazi
inform the
haircut.
judge? Or
He's
did
got
you
gray
hold
hair,
that back?
grayer hair now, but yeah, I think so.
My office didn't spy
That
on
is a
anyone.
more
Wait
of
a
a high
second.
and
A
tighter.
question I asked
It
you,
looks.
crop.
Mr.
They're all.
Smith, was
They're
pretty
all doing the Nazi
straightforward.
thing where it's like
Did
tied
you
on. It's
withhold
like
that information from
just
an
a
Article
clump of
3
hair on top.
judge in the process of
Yeah,
taking
a little less.
the
I mean, he
records
can
of
almost look.
These the nine soldaten der Arbeit
No,
und der
these are the
Politik
criminal migrants
spielen
that
auf dem
Kamala
Felde
Harris
der
brought
Ehre.
into your community.
Die
And it's
ganze
Chairman, you've repeatedly done that in the past. The witness has the right to answer the question.
And there'll be due time to answer the question. Would you please put my time back and let me finish this? Mr. Smith, I asked you a question and you were not responsive to it, and I want you to be responsive to it. Did you, whether you think it was legal or not, whether you think it was right or not, did you withhold the name of Kevin McCarthy, Speaker of the House, when you were seeking records on Kevin McCarthy, the Speaker of the House, or Jim Jordan, the chairman of this committee?
At the time the gentleman is.
No,
is-
please
you
give
got a
me
few
back
more
the
seconds.
time and take it away.
Time has expired, but we're going to let the witness answer your question because it's an important question. The witness can respond.
Yeah.
We did not provide that information to the judge when we requested a non-disclosure order, consistent with the law and consistent with Department.
Mr. Chairman, the amazing thing here today is that we have an admission that an
Mr.
article.
Chairman, the gentleman's time has expired by now 34 seconds.
It gets more than 5 minutes.
How many times?
See, this is a careful what you wish for kind of situation, if you ask me, because what they're trying to get at is that, you know, he broke some kind of law, or it was inappropriate that he was getting the phone records. He was only getting the numbers called. He wasn't getting actual recordings of any phone calls, but he was getting the phone records of members of Congress because he was trying to find out which of them, if any of them, had any role in the fake elector scheme. And the thing is, if they're going to keep pursuing this, what they've tried to do is they've tried to limit what he can say and answer to the questions. You know, the DOJ has told him, you can't answer. Some of this stuff's confidential. So they're trying to they're trying to muzzle him to answer the questions that are attacking him. I mean, it's quite a situation they've created here. But anyhow, the more we pursue that issue of were members of Congress in on the illegal fake elector scheme, the worse it is for them, seems to me. I mean, I don't think they want this pursued any further, but they're the ones pursuing it.
Yeah, they think they're going to get somebody else, but they're catching them, hoisting themselves on their own petard, as they say. I think that,
and they're good at that.
Yeah.
They're real good at that. Now, Stir, I'm gonna end up with Lead Belly again. Are you still there,
Okay.
Stir? Oh no, Stir's gone.
Oh,
again.
he's gone.
Okay. All right.
Where'd he go?
See you later.
Oh yeah.
Have
All
a good
right,
rest of
folks.
the day. Bye-bye.
All right, get ready for our Saturday's our big 1 month celebration as we launch our campaign for the Golden Globes.
Yay.
Get ready for all that excitement. All right. Talk to everybody later, and online, that those of you out there in comment land, we're on trailmix.cc commenting and hooting and hollering all day, every day, not just when we're on here. All right. Good night, Irene.
Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I get you in my dreams. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. Yeah, yeah, my dream. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I get